Welcome to all for today's session, my dear student. In this session, we are going to discuss the topic of course Java programming for beginners. The topic for today's session is variables and literals. We are familiar with the concept of variables and literals in C and C++ programming language. Here, the significance of variable and literals are also same in Java programming language also. We can see that variable is a named memory location in the memory of computers. A variable can store the specific type of values as per the type of variables, and we can access the values which are stored inside the variable inside the memory location through a variable. Here, literal means the values which are used inside the source code that are called as literals. The values are the values which are used inside the source code, or we can say that the messages which are defined in double quotes inside a source code, that one is called as literals. Here I shown the examples of literals and variables. Okay, here in this example, the variable value is declared having the type is integer and name is value. Here the variable value will store the type of your value will store the integer type of value. Here the value is assigned to a variable value as a 10. Here 10 is a literal and variable value and value is a variable. Value is a variable having type is integer. During the and here this statement is called as declaration statement of the variable, where the type of variable and the name of variable is specified. After that, we are initializing the variable by assigning the value to the variable. The variable is get initialized in the source code also, or we can say that variable are get initialized during the execution of program also. Here, if you execute this program, then the program will display the output on output screen as the value is 10. The value is 10. Here, the value is get stored inside the variable value is a 10. That one is get displayed here as a 10. And here the value is a message. The value is a message is called as a literal, and 10 is also a literal, and value is a variable having type is integer here. Then after that, displaying multiple atoms with plus operator. Here in Java programming language, the plus operator are used as string concatenation operator. String concatenation operator. It will concatenate two strings together. Concatenate, concatenate means append the next string with first string. Append the next string with previous string. That is called as string concatenation. Here, suppose I want to print the message today is a good day. Today is a good day. Here in double quote, today is specified. If I want to combine these two strings together, just I have to specify a plus operator so that the messages get displayed as today is good day in this fashion. Today is a good day is get printed here. Then after that, we can use plus operator to concatenate the content of more than one string. Suppose here I want to concatenate a string with integer, string with integer. After the end of string, we have to specify the plus operator. Then you have to specify the integer variable. Here, number is integer variable. Okay, we store these values. Suppose I want to concatenate this value with this message. Just I have to specify the plus operator here, addition operator here. It will display the output on output screen as like this way. Then after that, we are going to discuss about the identifiers, variables and class names. Whatever variables and classes are declared inside a Java programs that are called as identifiers. Variable names and class names are user defined. Here, suppose the variable is here we can declare a variable y as int y. Okay, here integer is specified as a type of variable and y is name of variable. Okay, here once we declare a variable as integer, means 4 byte of memory is get allocated for the memory location y. We store a integer values. But if you see the name of variable, it does not use any significance or any meaning which kind of values they can store. So that at the time of declaring the variables in Java programming language, you have to declare the meaningful variables. From the name of variable, you will understand which kind of values we are going to store in the variable. For example, here int number of cows. Number of cows is a variable which indicate that we are going to store the number of cows into the variable number of cows. Then in Java programming language, is a case sensitive language. At the time of declaring variables in Java programming language, it will make a difference in terms of the uppercase and lowercase. Same variables are declared, same name variables are declared, having a different case, either in lowercase or in uppercase, then that are different. At the time of declaration of identifiers or variables in Java programming language, you have to follow the following rules. Here, the first character in the name of variable or identifier must be a letter, either in uppercase, lowercase. After that, we can use underscore character, dollar sign. After the first character, you may use the letter in uppercase, lowercase, A to Z, underscore, digit, dollar sign, like that. No space is allowed in the variable name. Then uppercase and lowercase characters are distinct. This means that the number of cows not same as the number of cows, in which there is change in the case of letters. If there is change in the case of letter, then these two variables are considered as distinct variables in a Java programming language. Because Java programming language is a case sensitive language which differentiate lowercase and uppercase. Then variables and class names. While declaring a variable's name, variable and class name, you have to follow certain guidelines. The variable name always start with lowercase letter, whereas in Java programming language, class name always start with uppercase letter. In variable name, each subsequent words first letter must be capitalized, whereas in class name, each subsequent each subsequent word first letter must be capitalized. For example, number of cows. Here in this declaration, the first letter of this variable is in lowercase, whereas subsequent word letter O is capital and cows C is capital. Here in class name, the first letter of class name always capital and the first letter of subsequent word is also a capital. Then after that, we are going to discuss about what are the primitive data types supported by Java programming language. The Java programming language support for many primitive data types. The variables are classified into a different types as per their data types. The data types specify what kind of values we can store inside of the variables. The data types also tells us how much amount of memory is required for storing the variables in the memory of computer and what kind of format they are referring for storing of values. These are the primitive data types supported by Java programming language. Here data types are specified, their size is specified, and range of the values are stored inside of variables of specific type is also specified. Suppose if you declare a data type of variable as a byte, the size of that variable is 1 byte. It will store integer values in between -128 to plus 127. If you specify the type of data type of variable as a short, then then it will utilize 2 bytes in the memory of computer for storing the integer values -32,768 to plus 32,767. If you specify the type of variable as an integer, it will occupy 4 bytes in the memory of computer and it will store integer value within this range from plus to minus. If you specify the type of data type of variable as a long, then it will store integer value and utilize a memory of 8 bytes and store values in the range of minus to plus like this. If you specify the type of variable as a float, it will use 4 bytes for storing of floating point values within this range. If you specify the type of variable as a double, it will utilize 8 bytes for storing of floating point values from this range to this range. These are the primitive data types of Java programming language which are used to specify the type of variables. Once you specify the type of variable, it indicates what kind of values the variable can store and how much amount of memory is get allocated for that variable. Then data type ranking. Here lowest rank is for byte, whereas highest rank is for double. In terms of allocation of number of bytes and storing a range of values in a type of variables. The integer types includes byte, short, int, and long. These four types, byte, short, int, and long, will store integer values. Once you declare a type of variable as a byte, short, int, long, it will store the integer values. When you write an integer literal in your program code, Java assume that it to be of type integer. You can force an integer literal to be treated as a double, to be treated as a long by suffixing it with letter L. For example, if you declare a variable as integer and if you assign integer value to that variable, and if you want to specify it as a long, then you have to specify L as a suffix for that values. Okay, here long number of cows. Okay, here number of cows are 14. It considered as an integer. Okay, but if you specify here L, then it considers as a long. You have to specify L as a suffix for the value which is assigned to a variable. Then this example shows how to use a integer data types in a programming language. Here the variables are declared which having the type as a byte, short, int, and long. And here the values are assigned to these variables. These variables are getting initialized by assigning these values. Once it is get initialized, we have to print the values of these variables. Okay, to print the values of these variables, you have to specify these variables in a println method. Okay, suppose I am to print the value of miles, minutes, temperature, London, then days. You have to specify this variable inside the println method. Here I am going to print a message. We have made a journey of plus is a concatenation operator. Miles, it will print a value which is present in miles variable. Then plus it will append miles in only string. Then after that it will append the minutes with miles. If you run this program, then it will display the output in this fashion. We have made a journey of 120 miles in only 100 minutes. Okay. Through the plus, we can append the string and values with previous string in the println function. Then after that, we are going to discuss about the floating point data types. The floating point data types include float and double. Okay, if you want to store the decimal point values. In that case, we have to declare a type of variable as a float or a double. As per the range of values you have to store. If you declare a variable as a double, and if you assign the float value to a double variable, then that value is considered as a double float. If you want to make it as a float, then you have to specify the f letter as a suffix in the value of double. Here, the variable float pay is declared, which having the value is assigned here. Okay. Once this statement is get executed, it will consider the type of this value as a double. Okay. Here, this value is a double, is a float, is a float. Okay. So that you have to specify f as a suffix. If f is not specified, then it will consider as a double and it will give a error message because it is not double, it is a float. So that you have to specify a float after the value f as a suffix. Then next one, we are going to discuss about the scientific and E notations are used in a Java programming language for representation of floating point literals. The floating point literals are represented in a scientific notations. For example, the number 3872.38 can be represented as in scientific notation as 3.87238 into 10 raised to 3. Java uses E notation to represent a value in scientific notation. Here in E notation, the number is represented as in Java programming as 3.8. This number is represented in E notation as 3.87238 E3 means 10 into 10 raised to 3. Then after that, we are going to discuss about the next data types, which is supported by Java programming language as a Boolean. The Boolean data types allows Java program to store a Boolean value in a Boolean type of variable, either true or false. Here we can declare a variable as a Boolean. Here variable value is declared as a Boolean. Therefore, to specify type of the variable as a Boolean. If you want to declare a variable as a Boolean, okay, it will store this variable value will store either true or false value. Okay, and this variable is used to store the value at the time of evaluating the condition in Java programming language. Here value will store a true and here value will store a false. These are the Boolean values. If you run this program, it will display an output screen as true, false. Okay, these are the values are get stored inside the variable value. Then after that, we are going to discuss about the character data types in Java programming language. The Java programming language use the Java programming language provides support for declaration of character type of variables, which can store a single character in a single quotation mark. we can store a character literals in enclosed in single quotation mark. Okay, for example, if you have to declare a character variable in Java programming language, just have to declare a variable type as a char. Okay, then if you want to assign a character value in single quote, you have to assign it and you can print it. Okay, on output screen, it will print a character A and B. Here, once you declare a type of variable as a character, it will allocate a 2 byte in the memory of computer for storing a single character. And these characters are get stored in the memory of computer in the form of Unicode, which requires 2 bytes. Characters are internally represented by number. Each character is represented by unique numbers. Java uses unique code, which is a set of numbers that are used as a code for representing characters. Each Unicode number requires 2 bytes of memory, so character variable occupy 2 bytes. Here, here we declare a variable as character as a letter. Here we declare a variable letter as a character. We assign a value 65 to a letter variable and we assign a value 66 to a letter variable. Once when you go for printing, print the value of print this this character variable, then it will print the character which associated with these values. That is A and B is get printed here because A is represented by 65 in the memory of computer and B is represented by 66 in the memory of computer in Unicode form, in the form of 2 bytes. In this session, we will stop here. In this session, we discuss about the topics like variables and literals. After that, primitive data types supported by a Java programming language. In the next session, I will start the operators supported by Java programming language. Thank you.